Hello, welcome to my kitchen, Rita's Roost. I think I've got everything all set up where I'm going to attempt to make a video of making blackberry jelly. We'll see. I may have to run and grab something, but I think I'm ready. Now, I usually go over to my big gas stove, but I've got this set up this morning, and we're going to attempt it. I think we'll make it work. Because you can always improvise with a lot of stuff. Now what we're going to do is we're going to follow the directions on a box of SureJel. I've made jelly with SureJels for, well, look at this gray hair, a long time. Even when I was a little kid helping mama. But anyway, it's got the directions in it. And we're going to go to the one for a cooked jam. And it's the blackberry one. And it wants 5 cups of crushed berries. Now I've already done that, and here's my juice and my stuff. But this is 4 cups. See, it's got the pulp, but I need 5 cups. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add a cup of water to that to make it 5 cups. Now let's just follow our directions. And what we're going to do first is we're going to put our package of SureJel in our pot. There's a fan there. It's blowing my stuff away. It's blowing my directions away. Coming out of the back of this induction burner. Here's my package of SureJel. So I'm going to put it in there. Don't tell anybody, but it's actually the expiration dates come up on it. But I need to use it, so we're gonna use it. It'll take it a little bit to get hot. And does it want us to add some butter? Half a teaspoon of butter. We are going to add half a teaspoon of butter. I knew I read that, but I was double checking. Didn't all come out. Now what we'll have to do is, I said, if you haven't done it before and you buy the SureJel, the instructions are all right on here. We're going to bring it to a full rolling boil now. So that'll take a minute. I have these berries in the freezer, and I'm just trying to kind of clean out my freezer. Not clean it out, but some things that need taken out and used. I think I got these berries from my friend up in Strawberry Loop. Carolyn. My friend Carolyn on Strawberry Loop is where these berries came from a few years ago. So they've been there for a few days, so they really need used. But when you buy the SureJel package, it has the directions for cooked jam, cooked jelly. It's got the freezer jam, and you have to find the one you want and find your fruit. And then you can read how much fruit and the ingredients in it. And this one will need 5 cups of sugar when it gets to the sugar point. And you measure the sugar out, 7 cups of sugar. And when you measure it, use a dry measuring cup. Because this one, these are for measuring liquids. Y'all know this stuff, but these are for measuring liquids. And these, like this, are for dry ingredients. I know, I'm just telling y'all stuff you already know, because I'm sure you've done this many, many times too. It's going to get there. You just have to visit with me and talk to me while I stir. I have my jars in here, my little jelly glasses are in here, and they're hot. I had it over on the stove, but over on the behind, I will put it in the hot water bath over there when we get them in the jar. In just a minute. Oh, I don't have the minute timer on here. I have been busy, 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 but that's just the way my life is. Smells like blackberry. Starting to smell it. Are you seeing the steam come off of it? I need to go grab my phone or something so I can have a timer. I may turn you off just for a minute so you won't have to just sit here and watch me stir, because that could get kind of boring. So I'm going to turn it off and go grab my phone real quick, because I want to keep stirring it pretty constantly. I'll be back in just a minute. It's come to a full rolling boil, because I've been gone for just a little bit. It didn't take long. Just about to roll, and I've been stirring it. I went and got my phone so I could set the timer when I needed to. Should I show you in my pot? It's got the pectin from the SureJel, and a half teaspoon of butter, and 5 cups of the juicy pulp. This is just a slow process. Maybe I should just sing a song or something while I stir. I could do that. I can't sing very good, but I could sing while I stir. I wouldn't want to bring that James over here to help stir this, because this would really hurt him. But you know, he was over here making those haystacks, and he kept touching that pot. Be careful, James. Don't touch it. But he was. All right, now I'm going to add my sugar, and I'm just going to dump it all in there and start stirring it. Kind of stir, stir, stir. Don't want to splatter it on myself. It all kind of just dissolves in there. This is going to be so good. I can already taste it on the biscuit. And you know, I've got one leftover biscuit from breakfast, so I think that I may have to try it for us before it even gets done, before it gets out of the boiling water bath. See a little bit of sugar, and I'm going to kind of take the back of my spoon and make sure it gets all worked in there. If I had a camera helper, I'm going to show you in the pot. Hold on just a minute, I'll show you. Can you see over in there? Yeah, now I need to get back over there and stir. Alright, I'm going to turn you off again. I'll come back when this starts to boil and get ready to put it in a jar. Be back. It's a full rolling boil now, and I have set my timer. It's a bubbling and rolling, rolling, rolling in this pot. But I gotta keep stirring it, and it's starting to make its foam that you skim off of in a minute. That's it. Now, move my phone out of the way, and it's really bubbling. So I'm going to turn that off, and we're going to get these jars that I have right here. And they're hot because I've got them down in this hot water. It says it'll make 9 of them. I could have had them already out, but I didn't. I didn't do it. So they ought to be good and sterilized because I had them a-boiling, and can you see the steam coming off of them? Now we're going to put our goodie in there. Find me a funnel. Don't want to touch anything hot. The jars are hot. And there's not much, but I like to just take something and pull that foam. See that? Can you see the foam? Not a lot, but I want to get it off there. And I said I just take something and push it over to the side so I can take this spoon and dip it out there. Making jam and jelly is not hard. It takes a few minutes time, but it's not hard. A little bit more of it. I just don't like the way it looks in a jar. Now what I don't use a ladle. I've had this cup that come with my Corral set 40 some years ago, but it works just perfect. We're putting it in a jar. And I don't measure that there at the top. I just kind of guess at it. But there's a fly. But you would want about 1/2 inch or so. That's just guessing. I can go read. I'll read the paper and tell you in just a minute what it recommends. I'm going to put them in there, and then I'll wipe the top. Put the lids on them. My finger out of the way. This is going to be some good stuff. It makes more than 9. We're going to have jelly with our biscuits in the morning. I made biscuits this morning. My husband told me last night, he said, you know, it's been a while since you made me any biscuits. So I made him biscuits, and I made them in that little toaster oven that's over here to the side. And I said there's a piece of one left over that I may have to test this stuff with here in a minute. A lot. It said it was going to make 9 cups, and it did. Put a little bit more in a couple of them. Drop that berry on my... Oh, I can be a little bit messy. There's got 9 of them. And I'll show you there's nothing, I'll show you there's just a little bitty bit left in that pot. I've got my lids and I've got my rings. And what we do next, I've got a little bowl of vinegar here. And I want you to know that I actually run out of paper towels. I really did. So I've got an old clean cotton dish towel. It's kind of stained anyway. and I'm going to use it to clean these tops. You want to make sure there's no food there on the top of them because they won't seal if there is. Put the flat and the ring. It's going to get hot. Flatten the ring and put them finger tight. You don't want to get them too tight. Bring two more here toward me. I don't know how much you can see that I'm doing. I'm just going to wipe the top. Flat on there. I've washed these flats and I've just got them in a little bowl of warm water here beside me. Wash my rings. I reuse the rings from year to year, but not the flats. You have to buy new flats every time. A couple of them back here toward me. They're hot. My little towel, my vinegar. Wipe the top real good. Make sure there's no jelly on it. That one, see, I got some scribbled on the side of that one, so we're going to wipe it real good. Two flats. Need y'all here to help me to get an assembly line going. I could have dipped and you could have put the lids and flats and rings on. 3 more to go. I just spilled the water. I'm getting it. I've hurried as fast as I can because I want to get them in the water bath. Because I've got it heating over there. Now, I'm going to, let's see, I will turn you. You can watch me put them in there. Let me turn you. Can you see? You can see me. I'm going to put them in that pot right there, the water bathroom. Let me take the lid off. I'll be going in and out of the camera, and I've got the water pot in there, and it's enough. It's going to cover them. Turn it up. I don't want to carry it over here with my fingers, but I don't want to put them in there because I'm not going to burn my fingers if I put them in there with my hand. Ow, 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 ow. That can... Two more. Oh, this grandma needs some help, don't she? One more. Now I've got them all sitting in there, and the water's come up over them about an inch, and I've got a rack in there. I'll give you a look, see if you can see down. There they are in there. That's hard to show. Alright, move you back. Now, I'm going to bring it on back up to a boil. And let's see how long it says. Let me get my paper. Let's see. Here I am. I always follow the you don't have to listen to what I say, because if you buy a box of SureJel, this will come in there and it'll tell you. Boil jellies for jam for 10 minutes. So I want to go 10 minutes on that. So I'll be back in 10 minutes. Let me turn it off. I had to come get my remote turned off. 10 minutes in the water bath after it comes to a boil. Can you hear it? The timers are beeping at me on the stove, so our blackberry jelly is ready to come out. So we're going to take it out. Let me turn this off. Let me get, I'm going to take the lid off. I'm not hardly in the camera. Alright, I'm going to use these thingies. And we're going to turn the fire off and start taking them out. See if they start pinging right away. Oh, I don't want that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 little jars went in and 9 little jars come out. Yeah, you can see them. They're starting to ping already. I see you hear them. Alright, I'm going to turn you around. Where's my, am I in place? Here I am. Oh, look what I got. I told you guys I had a leftover biscuit, and this is what we kind of that foam and what was left. Did you hear it? So we're gonna try it. I had to let it cool a little bit. Don't that look good? Is blackberry my favorite jelly? It is when I'm eating it. Is strawberry my favorite? It is when I'm eating it. Is muscadine my favorite? It is when I'm eating it. Can I cool this minute? That's good. One more bite. I'm telling you. The biscuit's a little cold, but the jelly's warm and good. I've got one more batch I need to make, so I'll clean up my messes and get ready to go again. That's good. Got my coffee cup here. I hope I inspired y'all to make something. I'm going to have to go get my remote and turn you off and get back to work. This has been fun, though. You know, sometimes, just a minute. Sometimes things that seem like work, it's not really work. It's just kind of, you can make fun out of it and enjoy doing it. Anyway, I hope you're inspired to try something and find you some directions and find somebody that you can trust that you know is doing it right. I'm one of them kind of rebels, so you don't have to do it like I do it. But I just hope you kind of inspired to do something. Bye. Love y'all. That's good. One big bite.